looks like sick, sounds like sick, smells kind of like coal sick.
Oh, this is a horrible experience.
I mean, why does it look like there is some bird poo stuck to it? I mean, you can see the lather, it is lathering. Plastic, 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 plastic. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Molly. If you're not subscribed, please go and do so down below, because this week we are attempting to go plastic free / no waste for a week. I don't really know what I've titled the video, but the premise of this is I'm going to be using no to very, very little single-use plastic for a week to see how difficult it is. I've had this video suggested on my channel so many times, and I finally thought, yeah, okay, I do want to try that. I want to see how many of my day-to-day household items, objects, food, toiletries I can replace with plastic-free or incredibly little plastic waste, because I think that it's something we all should maybe be thinking about a little bit more. Hold my hands up and say I am not the best at this. I am absolutely not somebody that knows enough about this to sit and preach about it, but the stats are shocking. I'm going to put a few on screen, and I think even if you look into this for like 5 seconds, this is an issue. And also, it's gonna be harder for me to live a week plastic free than I think it is. So without further ado, I'm gonna throw it back to the beginning of the week when I decided enough is enough. I'm gonna see what I can replace, and we're gonna go plastic free. We're gonna go reusable, we're gonna go things that aren't single-use plastic. So of course there are still gonna be plastics in this video, but anything single-use plastic is off the table, where is possible at least. Anyway, so without further ado, let's get going. So this morning Mum and I are actually walking the dog into town, into Beverley, and basically there is a store in Beverley called the Refill Jar, and it opened about a year ago, I would say, maybe a little bit longer. It hasn't been here too long, and it is like somewhere you can go to refill jars, hence why it's called the Refill Jar. Basically you take your own containers and they fill it up with anything that they have there, so it's mainly all dried food like pasta, cereal, nuts, that kind of stuff. But that's where we're heading now. That's also why I'm wearing my sunglasses, because I've literally just done a workout and come straight here. So I've got myself 2 tote bags that I'm going to take with me. I think 2 should be enough, I'm hoping. Obviously on the way there I'm carrying them empty, and then on the way back they should hopefully be full. So these are the containers that I'm going to be taking with me. I think this should be enough. Obviously, as you can see, these are, like, this is plastic, but none of this is single use. These are designed with this in mind, that you like refill these and they're reusable. So I do really like them. This is actually a biscuit tin. So we're about 3 minutes into the walk, and I've anticipated this is actually going to be quite difficult, because carrying all of this is a bit stressful, and walking a dog at the same time, it's just a lot. As I said, I think this is a really, really good way of shopping. I think that it's great that Beverley has one of these. Obviously, if you watch my channel regularly, you'll know that I live in a really small town. This is kind of like a step forward, and I think it's a good idea. So I think this is probably one of the main ways this week I'm going to notice a difference. This is like exactly what we needed. They also do cosmetics and toiletries, all plastic free. The whole shop is plastic free. It's in Beverley. These are its opening times. I don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to try it. Everything, isn't it? Do you reckon the one that's in a jar, like a little tin? Pop one in your mouth and chew till soft, and then brush with a soft brush. Oh, that's so clever. The final step is to go to the grocery store. I don't really know what you call it. Green grocers, because we're going to buy fresh fruit and veg that's not in plastic packaging. So things like this, absolutely fine. No plastic packaging, obviously not the flowers. The berries are all in plastic packaging, so that's a no, even though the strawberries look really, really good, to be fair. Okay, here we go. Some things are still packaged in plastic, which makes it a little bit harder. Right, I think we filled like an entire basket. This is like literally all I can get. This is our food haul. Mum's already snacking on the raisins. We have the fresh fruit and veg. So in the groceries I got 2 avocados, an onion, spring onions, and then in here carrots, peppers.
They're avocados.
Yeah, they are. I thought that too, but yeah, signposted as avocados. Signposted, signed, sorry. And then in here got some mushrooms, peppers, as I said. Got a mixed thing of raisins and yogurt raisins. Risotto rice, because we're going to cook a risotto this week. Oats, because oats are just good for everything. And then fusilli pasta, because that's my favourite. And cornflakes, because cereal is a staple and can be eaten at any mealtime. All of this only came to £12 in the Refill Jar and £6 in the grocery shop, which I think is so impressive. So that's £18, plus I then spent £5 on this in the Body Shop, which is a makeup remover that comes in a little recyclable tin rather than anything plastic. And I also bought some chewable toothpaste, which I did show you when I was in the shop, because obviously toothpaste comes in a plastic tube. So guys, it is now lunchtime. I haven't really bought any foods that are actually meal worthy, so I was like, right, I'll raid the cupboard, see what we've already got. That's better than going out to buy stuff anyway. And we have soup. This is recyclable. I think you can definitely recycle a tin, can't you? And it's vegetable soup, one of your 5 a day. It's a good hearty warm winter lunch. So I'm gonna warm this up in the microwave. I've got my bowl here. I've got my where is this soup from? Lidl. Oh, that looks absolutely rank. Looks like sick, sounds like sick, smells kind of like cold sick. So no single-use plastic really involved with that. It is a recyclable tin can. Dun, 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 dun. Looks kind of gross, been told it's nice. Apparently it's a watery soup and it's meant to be like this. It's not a winter soup. Nobody told me it had peas in it. I've been scammed. It is now a lot later on, and that means that it is toothbrushing time. Obviously I don't have makeup on, so I don't need to take my makeup off as such, but I do still want to cleanse my skin with the chamomile cleansing butter that I got from the Body Shop. And I also conveniently have one of the Body Shop's reusable flannels. It smells really nice, that's really weird. Kind of like melts into your hand a little bit, especially if your hand is warm. Oh, I don't think I should have got that wet. So I kind of like got it in a lather on my hands. Oh. I mean, my skin feels nice. I'm not sure I've done this right or in the right order. And obviously the real test will come when I'm using it to actually take off like a face of makeup. My skin feels clean. It's still a bit damp, but it does feel clean. As I said, the real test is going to be with the toothpaste. So I'm actually going to be using this with this toothbrush, which is not a bamboo toothbrush, but this is a sustainable brand. It's by a brand called Spotlight Oral Care, and it's an electric toothbrush with interchangeable heads, and the heads are recyclable. I actually worked with them in a video about 2 or 3 months ago. I've used this ever since, genuinely absolutely love it. But the way this toothpaste apparently works is, I mean, this looks a bit dodgy to me. But anybody that has ever wondered what chewable toothpaste looks like, this is it. It looks like a little tiny packet of pills, a little packet of maybe paracetamol or something else. I literally feel like I'm taking a paracetamol. Are they drugging me? Oh, it's strong. Oh, I don't like this at all. Oh, this is a horrible experience. Okay. I mean, I don't want to show you the inside of my mouth, but like, I don't like this. I didn't really rate that experience. That was super bitty. It like dissolved in my mouth, but it didn't really turn into a paste. It was like brushing loads of bits around my mouth, but that is not something that I'm going to implement into my day-to-day routine just yet, because my teeth just don't feel clean on the same level. Like, it was like eating a mint and then trying to brush your teeth with the mint whilst it was dissolving in your mouth. I think they might be good for traveling. Like, if you're on a plane, this seems like, you know, a handy option. I'm thinking they might not let you board a plane with this little bag, actually. I'm thinking that they might take this off you at the airport. So this is the issue I'm having with breakfast time. Good morning, by the way. It's now Wednesday, it's the next day. I've already switched to vegan milks. Like, I don't really drink milk at all anymore. However, these on the vegan milks, on the milk replacements, are still not recyclable. So although these are better than having a regular milk carton because these are made of cardboard, you can recycle these, the lids are made of plastic. I think this might be the first time I'm just gonna have to accept that I've failed, because I can't really have cereal without milk, and I think this is maybe the next best thing. So, I do look very rough. I've just done a workout. This is as good as it gets. Like, I really don't think that it's as easy as you think. The refill jar that I went to yesterday didn't do milk and didn't do drink, but the guy that owned it did say that it's coming in the next like 6 months. Failure number 1, but I feel like it's a step better than nothing, you know? So here I have my cornflakes that I got yesterday. Kind of like that. So I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of sugar on these, because sugar comes in a paper bag, so that's okay. They're not my first choice in breakfast cereal, but I can't be picky right now. Let's ignore the unmade bed, that's a bit grim. But as I said, I am a bit sweaty and gross. I've just done a workout. I went to Lush this weekend and bought some of their soaps, their shampoo bar, their conditioner bar, and their natural deodorant. Now yesterday I showered before I started this challenge, so I haven't even looked through the bag yet, but I am quite excited. This is their deodorant. It's the Aroma Solid Deodorant Hand and Body. Not too sure why you would use deodorant on your hand, but the girl was really lovely. At the till she explained to me how to use it. And this is the body wash bar. Now they don't have stickers on, which is good because that's plastic and you don't need it, but I have forgotten the name of this. So it looks like this, and it smells of coconut and chocolate, I would say. And basically you take it into the shower, you lather it on your hands, you wash your body body with it, and then you make sure that it stays dry as possible after that, which is how the girl explained it. So obviously I think toiletries and shower products are one of the main uses of bottles that you go through quickly, like plastic bottles that are always single use. Like, this is what the bottom of my shower currently looks like, and I'm as guilty as the next person for using all of these products and for all of them being plastic bottles. So that is where the Lush body wash bar comes in. So I definitely don't think that was a bad experience. I'm not sure my body feels as clean. However, my skin does feel really soft. I think it's a moisturizer. It's like an oil as well as a like soap bar, which means that my skin feels a little bit oily. But it's not too bad. I'm gonna try the deodorant now. So the lady in Lush basically explained, like, warm it up in your hands a little bit and then rub it on like you would a roll-on deodorant. How the hell does it work? I mean, why does it look like there is some bird poo stuck to it? What is that? That's really rank. Okay, well, we've got rid of that. And then I think you just kind of like warm up the side you're gonna use. It smells a bit like an old person. This is definitely not what she meant when she said warm it up in your hand. Okay, let's try this. Okay, it kind of, yeah, it is going on. It does feel exactly the same as using a roll-on, to be honest. Like, feels a little bit sticky. I can smell it. The real test will be like if I smell sweaty during the day, whereas usually I use Dove and I never smell sweaty. Like, I'd like to think, I'd like to hope I don't. But other than that, I'm gonna wrap it back up, use it like that for the rest of the week, and we'll see if anybody comments on the fact that I smell sweaty. Actual state of me. Just definitely not as clean. Okay, finding makeup has been borderline impossible. Please ignore my hair. I've gone for the best that I can. I think that this is made of something that's not plastic. I'm not 100% sure. This feels like almost like pot or like glass. It's by Benefit. It's a foundation stick. I've never used it, and I'm sure this bit here is plastic. I tried to find a moisturizer, but all my moisturizers are in plastic bottles, so like we're just going straight onto the face. For God's sake, I have loads of wooden brushes from the Body Shop. Is that plastic? Okay, hands it is then. Actually, I think it maybe blends better with my hands anyway. Better coverage than what I had yesterday. I then have the Benefit Hoola bronzer, which is in a paper like cardboard packaging, and I have Hoola bronzer brush. I don't like using this because it gives you a bit of a line, but beggars cannot be choosers right now. Oh, that's why I don't like using this. So much harder to blend it out with this. Oh, I don't want to have a right line, but I think the damage is done. I think it does come with plastic in it as well when you buy it new. I've had this for ages, so I think actually it probably does come wrapped in cellophane. Wow, well, we're a little bit orange, but it's the best that we're going to do today. I do have a Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette, which is also made of cardboard. Again, the mirror might be plastic. This was the best I could find. Line my lashes a tiny bit with this. So obviously I can't really wear mascara. Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. And I'm going to take my eyebrow pencil to my Hoola bronzer and just put that in my eyebrows a little bit. They're actually not too bad. They're a bit gingery, but I think I can get away with it. Oh, cosmetics is without a doubt the hardest part of this. So we are currently in a park with the dog, and there's a little tuck shop in the park, and I really want to get an ice cream. Now, obviously most things like Magnums, Calippos, obviously come in a plastic packet, but an ice cream that doesn't come in a plastic packet is a 99 Mr. Whippy, like one that they just hand to you. So I'm gonna get one of those. I mean, I don't see any way they could involve plastic in that, but we shall just see. Hi, could I have a 99, please?
Yes, do you want vanilla, strawberry or both flavours?
Just vanilla, please. Thank you. Absolutely no plastic involved in this bad boy. This is like my dream 99. So I've had that ice cream, but I kind of want to have something else. It's like mid-afternoon now, and I guess that wasn't really lunch. So I have this. This is just a baguette, and you can buy these in paper packaging, which is why I have this. You know, loaves of bread in the supermarket anyway came in non-plastic packaging. I'm struggling for meal ideas. Like, I have a lot of food options, but none of them are really meals. We're vibing with that. Okay, so this is lunch apparently. Perfect snack time. So I've actually just had this delivery from Garnier, and I was reading this and I was like, oh my gosh, this actually is so good. So the bottles are recyclable. It says yes to recyclable bottles. Also, every single bottle is one tree planted. So while obviously I think this is made of plastic, it is part of the Eden Reforestation Project. It plants trees and the bottles are recyclable. So like, this is the kind of thing that potentially is easier to implement into your day-to-day life than say like shampoo bars and stuff like that. Also, they're vegan, which is obviously great. Basically, everything on here is just exactly the kind of thing that you're looking for. So there are options out there if a shampoo bar isn't for you. Okay, so dinner/tea for tonight is a tomato and herb pasta bake. Now this is obviously in a glass jar, which is actually recyclable as long as you rinse it out. I think those are the rules, you have to like clean it. And then obviously you saw us get the pasta yesterday, so we have the fusilli in here. We're actually going to do it as a pasta bake with the bread that we also have, obviously, that I was eating earlier. These tomatoes are actually from our neighbour's allotment, and they always bring us around stuff that they've grown, which is actually really great. Obviously that's a pretty green way of doing things. Salad is prepared. It looks a little bit less green than I would have liked, but most of the green stuff comes in plastic packaging. Yeah, especially because yesterday at the groceries we actually didn't buy that much stuff because I couldn't carry it, but the stuff we already have is all wrapped in cellophane. So this is the salad. Okay, so for dessert after tea, this is one of my favourite desserts anyway, and I literally didn't even think about it until I looked in the fridge because we actually already had it. And it is a goo pot. This is the chocolate and caramel mousse, I think, and it's in a glass pot, and we actually keep these, or we've kept some of them. It is a glass jar either way, so you can recycle it, and this is foil, which is also recyclable, so it's a great dessert. It's like my favourite as well. Second day makeup removering with the flannel and the chamomile. Now, I have a bit more makeup on today, as you saw, not loads. I still don't have any eye makeup. I think the challenge with this would be to bring off like eyeliner and mascara, but I doubt that's going to be the case this week. So I'm just going to wash my face and see how much more makeup I bring off today. Good morning, it is day 3 of trying to be plastic free, and if you couldn't gather by the state of my hair, it is hair wash day, and I'm actually probably the most excited to try this. Even before I did this video, I've wanted to try this product. Wow. Ooh, okay. So I have in here, I actually can't deal with my hair. It's so dirty, it's stuck in one position. Okay, yeah, basically I have in here this Lush Shampoo Bar, which is the seaweed one, and apparently it's quite good for naturally wavy to curly hair, which is obviously me. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to show you it lathering as well. I'm going to put a bikini on and show you what it's like to actually use. The lady in Lush was absolutely lovely. She explained it to me at the till. She made it sound really easy. I hope it is as easy as she made it sound. So I'm just gonna lather it in my hand. I guess we'll see what happens. I don't know if you rub it straight onto your hair. Okay, I mean, wow, this is really foaming. I don't know if you can see it. Like, I'm just kind of putting it, I don't want to rub it directly into my hair, but I feel like that might be the best way. I mean, you can see the lather, it is lathering. I mean, I think this is the best way, but like, that's definitely not how you're meant to do it. Okay, we're all fogged up now. Confession to make about this deodorant is that I actually just don't like the smell of it, like, as much as I want to, and trust me, I do. Also, yeah, my hair's in this thing. I just don't like the scent. I keep smelling myself and I'm like, oh, I don't like it. Can't complain though, it is better than smelling sweaty. Alright, it's bread making time. We're doing it ourselves today because environment.
Because environment.
This is a plain bread to go with our tea that we're having tonight. Dad, I don't think bread makers usually wear like a shirt.
Yes, they do.
Bread.
Water.
Goodness.
And now we just need to select what size loaf we want. So with small, that's a small loaf.
Yep.
Crust medium. That's it, done. Now, the yeast's not in yet. I need to put the yeast in about 2 minutes. Yeast.
We've got yeast ready to go in. It's so funny how it jumps like that. So, a little update for you guys. What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at? We are at Lidl. I've decided to come food shopping with my mum as part of an experiment. See how easy it is to buy things from a regular chain supermarket. As you saw at the beginning of the week, we went to the Refill Jar, a greengrocer's, a deli, like little independent places. But if you're wanting to do this from a chain supermarket store, I want to kind of see what it's like. Mum, yeah, Mum is here just to do the regular weekly food shop. I am getting my own separate plastic-free items. Okay, issue number 1 is that they're plastic carrier bags, and the paper bags still have a plastic window in them. So what I should have done is thought in advance and like brought my own Tupperware, but I really don't know if you can do that through a supermarket. Also, it's so quiet in here. Don't know what to do because I do want some of the fresh bread, and I still think it's probably better than buying the plastic loaves of bread. Little man. There's so much potential here. We need paper bags. We don't need this. Mum's checking if it's recyclable. Plastic, plastic. Not plastic, to be fair. Need any more peppers? It looks like paper, but I don't think it is paper. Plastic, 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 plastic. Not plastic. Netting. Can you recycle netting though? I feel like you can't. I mean, these waffles look great, but they're wrapped in plastic. Non-plastic wrapped avocados. Here we go, non-plastic wrapped bananas. However, they are in plastic bags. Like, they're a bit too green. What about this one? Perfect. Check for spiders. Absolutely everything down this aisle is packaged in plastic, which is actually shocking. Like, I'm trying to find anything, and I know that some of them might be recyclable, especially the slightly more expensive cheeses and stuff, but like even things like this, like plastic, plastic, plastic. Baby bells, all individually wrapped in tiny little things of plastic. So a little update for you. I think supermarket shopping is potentially the hardest way. Oh, a little parking collision happening. Yeah, I think that supermarket shopping potentially the hardest way to cut down on plastic consumption, don't you think, Mum? It was just a bit useless, really, wasn't it? And that's why these things are difficult, because unless you're going to special efforts, it's really hard to cut down. Everything is wrapped in plastic and cellophane, and I do think in situations like those, that comes from higher up than you being able to switch that out, because there are some things that you just can't buy that aren't wrapped in plastic. Like, you could go to loads of independent individual stores, you absolutely could do that, and you could probably get the majority of things doing it that way, but it's not always convenient, it's not always fast, and it's sometimes more expensive. So this is the finished bread loaf. It looks pretty good. So tonight we're making a risotto. When we were in the refill jar, we got, what kind of rice is this?
A Boreo rice.
A Boreo rice, which is risotto rice, isn't it? I don't really know what else you would use this for. And that's one of our favourite meals as it is anyway. I also picked up some mushrooms because me and my mum are gonna have mushroom risotto. Nobody else likes mushrooms.
I love mushroom.
Okay, we're all having mushroom risotto. And then similarly, a bottle of Pinot Grigio. Here are the mushrooms in the bag that we got the other day. Okay, so I'm cutting the bread. Let's not forget that I am left-handed and everything is problematic. Oh, look how good that looks. Taste test? Fresh. Very fresh. The right level of chewy. Make your own bread, it's so much better. Ooh, bit of mushroom risotto, side of veg, freshly homemade bread. Tell me you don't want to eat this meal right now. Got my reusable cup. Gonna put Starbucks to the test. Could I get a pumpkin spice latte? Actually, could I get it in this? Is that okay? Yeah, I don't really know what size will fit in that, but thank you. Guys, what a palaver. I thought, oh, this will be straightforward, but I didn't think about the fact that the Starbucks workers aren't allowed to touch my cup. So they have to put it in a separate cup so that they can then pass it to the person to fill up to then pass me it back. However, I have got it in my reusable mug. The issue is, I paid for like a medium, but this is a small, so they tried to fill it really full, and then they put cream on the top, and I also asked for no cream. So when I put the lid on, it just exploded out. So like, it's made such a mess, to be honest. Like, all I'm getting is whipped cream. I'm gonna give that a minute. I really didn't want whipped cream. I don't want to complain, this is such a first world problem and it's just not that deep. However, all in all, I am very happy that they did use the cup. You know, I was being one of those people at the Starbucks ordering point, like, can I have it decaf? Can I have it in my own cup? And I was like, God, I sound like one of those annoying Instagrammers. And then I remembered that is me, and I am that person. So, pumpkin spice verdict. So tonight's tea is a Quorn burger that comes loose in this cardboard packaging, so that's pretty good, and this cheese bread roll, which I got in this paper packaging. Wouldn't usually have a burger and a cheese bread roll, but I was very limited as to what I could get in a paper bag, plus this does look really nice. You guys know I love Quorn and Quorn burgers, so like this is no hardship to me at all, and it's great that all the packaging is recyclable. My plastic-free burger hopefully will taste nice. A little update for you guys, plastic wise. Today has been quite a straightforward day. I haven't really left the house, and the only time that I did was to go to Starbucks, and you guys saw how Starbucks went. Like, that was pretty straightforward. It is good that they do let you take your own and fill up your own cup. But yeah, the rest of the day has been pretty straightforward. Dinner, as you saw, was from a box. My lunch, I had the remainder of a can of spaghetti hoops on toast, which was from yesterday, so that was in a container, but originally was in a tin. So today's probably been okay. The best positive is that I washed my hair now for like just over a day ago, like coming up to like 48 hours. And it still feels so fresh. I'm so surprised, because when I washed it, it didn't really feel like it had properly cleaned my hair. I actually have to say, it feels very clean. Okay guys, it is the end of the week, which means it's the end of the challenge. I still haven't washed my hair. That is definitely the biggest thing that I've noticed, is that my hair has lasted without getting greasy probably better than if I'd have used regular shampoo. That is the biggest thing I've noticed. This was harder than I thought it was going to be. I thought I could pretty much go out and buy a replacement for almost everything, and that just was not the case. It was the case with a lot of things. Toiletries, as I mentioned, was definitely the easiest, but food packaging in supermarkets is just ridiculous. I think unless you're going to a specialist place, it's really hard. However, I do think that it is very doable to make a conscious effort yourself anyway. Like even just having reusable cups, reusable water bottles, that kind of thing is so easy to do that it seems crazy that people don't do it, myself included. I'm so guilty of this, and I did this as a little experiment to see how easy it was and what was easy and what was hard. And I think personally, I'm not going to be replacing toothpaste anytime soon. That was my least favourite part of all of this. It was vile. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this. It was a little social experiment, one that I enjoyed doing very much, and if you have any other similar that you think I should try or you want to see me try, let me know down in the comments. And if you have any other plastic replacements, let me know, because I'm going to be sticking to the shampoo bar and the deodorant. Thank you so much for watching this video guys. If you are not subscribed, please go and do so down below, and I shall be back on my channel on Thursday. Bye guys.